The Spirituality Now podcast is sponsored by Delaflor Teachings International, a spiritual and systemic coaching and consulting company with the mission to help individuals, businesses, and corporations create brilliant futures through sustainable transformation. Also sponsored by the Network for Human Empowerment, a philanthropic TV network that serves Spanish-speaking communities with free, conscious education aimed to empower individuals to become the best versions of themselves. And our podcast producer, Ascend Media, Authority Syndication, delivering premium video marketing, podcast production, and social syndication.
Welcome to the Spirituality Now podcast, a podcast committed to supporting you in your journey to life mastery and personal enlightenment. My beloved friends, welcome to the Spirituality Now podcast. I am your host, Yvonne de la Flor, and I'm having an incredible day today. I'm creating an incredible day today. I've been having one of the most Godoctive. I call them Godoctive, not only productive, because productive sounds very lame, but really Godoctive days of service, of homeschooling, of solving 10,000 problems. And when I say that, is each time that there's a productive day, the equal or more amount of problems or situations to resolve come in. And I just feel so ecstatic when solutions are the vibration of the day. And I'm also super excited because we have a guest that I love and adore, and she's coming for the second time, but now into this format of the Spirituality Now podcast. Remember, before we were the Sovereign Futures podcast, which was a bilingual podcast, as we were catering these teachings, these sharings of my incredible friends, allies, mentor, coaches, and just great minds and hearts in humanity. We were channeling that wisdom into the Latin American family. But now we have another podcast solely for Latin America, solely in Spanish, called the Human Empowerment Podcast, el podcast de empoderamiento humano solo en español. So if you are some of my Latin American friends, Spanish-speaking friends, that you are also bilingual and you would like to hear a podcast only in Spanish, you can go over there. We moved the content there, and now we're doing all in English here in Spirituality Now. And I am super excited because our guest, who was with us when we were the Sovereign Futures podcast, I've witnessed her, not only her chosen evolution, and I want to add this word chosen because it seems to me pretty egotistical when anyone, or if I say, I've witnessed her evolution, like if I'm what, like a God witnessing, people evolving. I'm one of them too. So, but I've witnessed her chosen evolution and the speed of her mastery and the real genuine care, which I believe is missing right now in a lot of the coaching industry and mentorship industry, genuine care for people creating results. And for me, that's always a win in advance. That's always people that I deeply respect when they truly care. It's a core value that is missing. So many people put their names, they brand their names as coach this, coach that. But for me, coach, the C of coach, it starts with care. If not, it's a couch. It's like, please get a seat and don't, because if you don't care for the people you're going to serve, it's never going to be sustainable. So my beloved guest is Lydia Lukic. And I've always pronounced her last name like kind of with my Spanglish accent, but Lydia is known as the Limitless Mindset Coach. And when she says limitless, I kid you not, she really embodies that. With over 12 years of leadership and coaching experience, being mentored by top coaches like Tim Grover, trainer of Michael Jordan, and many iconic athletes, she specializes in personal development and driving strong performance. Lydia is the founder of her online coaching business, Limitless with Lydia, and the co-author of the best-selling book, One Habit for Entrepreneurial Success. Her customized online coaching programs help entrepreneurs and small business owners master their mental game to achieve top level results. Her most popular program is her 90 Days to Decision program. It's equipped with tools that will help you hack your mindset so you can elevate and dominate your game. Mindset hacks, mantras, and exercises that help you work smarter, not harder, is one of the specialties of Lydia. She helps you get ready for your future by building a limitless mindset that empowers you to elevate your winner's game and really genuinely to win. And Lydia, in her words, she always shares that there are no limits, only the ones we create, because everything you need is within you. My beautiful ally, welcome back.
Hello, hello. Thank you for the beautiful introduction as always. And I love the new podcast, Spirituality Now, because what you taught me now equals one, and all your analogies and play on words. I love it. So I'm very excited to be here.
Yes, and I love that we both like to win, and so the now
Yes.
is what we want, right? Meeting in the now we want, and we share mentors. We share Tim Grover, Shari Wen, which is, I'm like, every time I think of Shari Lydia, I really think of her like as a Cleopatra or as an
Yeah.
Egyptian queen, and I see myself like, bowing to the king. She's so
The
awesome.
queen and the king. I call them the powerhouse combo because they really are. They
Oh
really
my
are.
goodness, they are a true mastermind. They are
Mhm.
so genuine, and
Yes.
what really, something that you embody, that they embody too. And I think that's why we are in that group with them, right? We're in the group Legends with Tim Grover and Shari Wang, which is they genuinely care. Right. And you genuinely care. So, Lydia, we're going to enjoy this because last time it was you speaking in English, me translating into Spanish, and all of the, you dance very well, the Macarena with words with me. But today, I have a couple of questions for you. Let's start with this. Lydia, you are really the embodiment of limitless, and all of your brand, all of your coaching, your work is to help people really access that limitless aspect in their soul. So, how did you choose, love, to birth the limitless brand and this limitless portal into the world? How did that happen? When did that begin?
So the journey began Limitless in 2020, okay, in June. And what really was happening, my corporate career finished. I had a divorce that was in 2018. And I was, always evolving, always working on my own personal development, mentors, books, courses, and things like that. And then in 2020, I really started to step back into my power because I feel like I lost my spark back then. Just life shook me up with what was happening. And I just felt too overwhelmed, too scared to take action, opinions of others, validation, all of that. And finally, as I worked on myself and then joined Tim Grover's group and things like that, I started to regain my power, take back control of my life. And I just decided I'm going to start my own business because I can help people and I don't need anyone to tell me about it because I know what I bring to the table. So when I was thinking of what is it that I do, what can I help people with, what is that movement, right? Because it's really important to me to stick to your core values and who you are. And what I personally felt and experienced, it was literally liberation, freedom. So I was thinking, how do I express this? What do I want my clients and people I work with to feel? And it's limitless. Because if you think of the growth mindset, there are no limitations,
Yes.
right? It's
Oh, I
shifting your
love that.
mind to the possibilities, not restrictions, not problems, not fear, not being paralyzed with our thoughts, right? It's shattering those limiting beliefs and just breaking free, right? And that's how Limitless with Lydia came to fruition. And now it's a whole movement of its own.
I love that. It is a movement. And may I
Mhm.
say, you have the most beautiful and powerful daily hacks Lydia, I consider myself pretty creative and an inflow content creator. Especially I've trained my mind to create content because I'm the producer of a television network and
Mhm.
I have 3 businesses and I'm a mom, period. Just with the mom aspect, I got to be creative on like how to present broccoli to my children in 10 different ways, right? But I gotta ask you because I want people to follow you on TikTok. You're the first one that we're gonna share the TikTok channel because I'm in the pursuit of having 1,000 people, of Latin America at least follow you in TikTok from this podcast. But
Mhm.
how do you come up with that? It's daily. I mean, the daily hack. I'm like, she's truly the limitless mindset coach. She's truly limitless with Lydia. How do you come up with these mindset hacks? And what have you find that these hacks, that these mindset hacks and videos and daily tips you give have helped people?
So it's not easy. I'm going to admit that 100%. But I feel like when you have such a huge mission, it's bigger than me, right? So I have days where I feel stuck, where my brain's overwhelmed, and I'm like, oh my God, like you said, it's daily and it's a lot, and I'm not going to repeat myself. But preparation is key. So what I do is I sit down and I look at what did I do in my coaching programs with my clients? What are the main asks? What are the main pain points? So I separate that. Then I look at what people ask me and talk about it and comment and DM on social media. And then I look at, because I'm here to serve, right? Because in the beginning, I know I thought something would work, but my ideal people weren't buying into it because I wasn't serving. I was just talking to people of what I thought they
Yes.
want to hear, right? So you learn as you go if you choose to, right? So I'm a lifelong student. So I really listen to that feedback. And then there's these common themes that show up. So some are overthinking, perfection, comparison, fear. Those are just a few, right? And then I just look at quickly because, as you know, the attention span is shorter and shorter every day. We're bombarded with multiple things on social media. So I really want to provide that value, but quick and effective way. So I thought of daily limitless mindset hacks. And like I said, it's not easy, but if you prepare, you can deliver. And if you're consistent, you build that limitless momentum. So that's kind of how I come up with that. And sometimes, because I'm very creative, I just, pick a song and something just comes to mind and I just
I
do it
mean,
on the
can I
spot.
say that I'm a fan? you know, I have one of my daily disciplines is not to. I don't get distracted with social media. I don't use my
Mhm.
time on like jumping from one content to another. I
Yeah.
gotta stay on track because my time is very valuable and my focus is even more valuable, as you know.
Yeah.
But it's like your spirit, your energy, the honesty, the genuine care,
Mhm.
and you are a living example. Like in spirituality, the source of creativity really comes from what you said. It comes from living for something bigger than the
Mhm.
concept of who we are.
Mhm.
And I always have big missions. For example, we have in the Network for Human Empowerment, we have the collective vision, all my team and I, all of our team, of eradicating third world mentality, of third world consciousness mentality, that we're from the
Mhm.
third world, kind of. But that's a big goal. I don't even know if I'm going to be alive when that happens. May take 100 years or not, but the big, big, big goal keeps pulling us to figuring it out
Exactly. Mhm.
how we're going to get there. And so you saying that you are here to serve, that's key. You
Yeah.
have your core values in place and creativity. And I love that you said it's not easy, but you have a momentum and you enter in the spiritual aspects of how this is explained in very ancient traditions is we access the limitless mind, which is the
Mhm.
limitless mind of God, the mind of God, the heart of God, which is infinite intelligent and omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient wisdom that is breathing us all into existence. And every time I see you, Lydia, I think of that. I think of that and I think, man, this this queen, this limitless lady is really tapped into the creative power because you are serving and you are in your lane of focus for serving. And what you said, and I just wanna, I'm serving like a yellow highlighter right now, that you are not talking. You are really delivering with the purpose of what people need instead of what we want, right? Because if we only say what we want, and we're never gonna attract the people that we're meant to serve, right?
Yeah.
The people who are meant to serve are the ones that need what we came to deliver. So it's our duty to find out ways to talk in their languages.